I'm 28 years old and I've been with my boyfriend who's 30 for almost 8 years. We moved in together 4 years ago, slowly building a life full of routines, inside jokes, shared vacations, a blended circle of friends, and 2 adopted pets that became our little family. From the outside we looked solid, stable, happy, inevitable. People always assumed marriage was on the horizon, and honestly so did I. But over the past year things began to shift, subtly at first and then all at once. Started with my boss. He's 45, married with 2 kids, and has been with his wife since college. What unfolded between us wasn't some grand plan or seduction. It just happened. First it was small things. Texts about work that turned into memes, then casual chats that lingered a bit too long. He'd keep me after hours under the guise of work, but often we just talked, standing awkwardly, saying nothing we really meant, but everything we were feeling. There was tension, electricity, and slowly I started craving it. After company dinner one night he asked me out. Said yes. Not because I didn't know better, but because I didn't let myself think about it too hard. That night became the beginning of something that spiraled far beyond what I ever imagined. He told me he and his wife had grown distant, that they slept in separate bedrooms, barely spoke, just coexisted. I wanted to believe him. Part of me still does. What we have, it's intense. He makes me feel seen, desired, important. At work, people joke and call me his office wife. I laugh along, but inside it feeds something in me that had long gone hungry. At home, my boyfriend and I had slipped into being polite strangers. Roommates who shared dinner, small talk, and a couch, but nothing deeper. I still loved him, but not with the same electricity I used to. I didn't notice how far we'd drifted until someone else showed me what I was missing. The physical part with my boss. It's overwhelming. Urgent, passionate, like he reads my body without needing words. We've snuck away to hotels, stolen moments in his office, even skipped an entire music festival just to stay wrapped up in each other. I planned that trip under the pretense of work, intentionally scheduling it during a rough week for my boyfriend, knowing he couldn't come. Delight. He was upset. I brushed it off. But lately he's been suspicious. He asks more questions. He watches me closely. The pressure of it all, sneaking around, living 2 lives, is starting to crush me. Torn. Part of me dreams of running away with my boss, of starting over. But reality always slaps me back down. He's still married. He says he'll leave, but there's always a reason not to. School play. Family trip. Another project at work. And I'm left in this limbo, risking everything while he goes home to his family each night. 2 nights ago, everything shattered. I had dinner with girlfriends. No secrets, no meetings. When I checked my phone afterward, there were missed calls and panicked texts from my best friend. My boyfriend had shown up at her place, dumped all my stuff in garbage bags in a single suitcase, then drove off without a word. No confrontation, no goodbye. Just gone. She saw him through the window, tried to stop him, but he didn't even look at her. Raced home. The locks had been changed. I stood outside our apartment, our home, numb, unable to process it. My best friend took me in. I've been crashing in her spare room ever since. An office converted into a makeshift bedroom, the couch worn and lumpy. Feels wrong. Feel wrong. It's like I've been peeled out of my life and dropped into someone else's. I knew then, he must have found something. And today I learned what. After days of silence, he finally sent a text. Just 1 line. There's nothing left to fix. Turns out he got into my laptop. He cracked a hidden photo album I thought I had erased. I'd used the same password I always use. Stupid. Careless. In that album was a photo I didn't know still existed. Me in a hotel bed, barely dressed, smiling. My boss behind me, shirtless, holding me. Proof. Undeniable. I stared at the message for 10 minutes. Then I begged him to talk. To let me explain. He didn't respond. Didn't curse me out. Didn't yell. Just blocked me on everything. My number. Socials. Even told mutual friends not to mention me if they saw me around. He's already rewriting our story without me. And I can't stop him. I miss him, not just as a partner but as my best friend. I miss the small rituals, the Sunday coffees, the terrible car karaoke, the quiet moments that wove our lives together. The grief feels like a hole inside my chest, like something vital has been amputated. I met with my boss last night. Told him everything. He was kind, supportive, said I didn't deserve to be treated like that. When I tried to talk about what comes next, he got quiet. Said he loved what we had, but didn't want to hurt his kids. That he needed more time. I wanted to scream. Instead, I smiled and nodded, pretending I understood. 'Cause I do understand. But I also see the signs. If I push, he'll pull away. He can find someone else easily. There are plenty of women at work who would leap at the chance to be where I am. I know that. He's going to Miami for a conference next week and asked me to come. Said yes. Maybe I'm still clinging to the fantasy that once we're away, he'll choose me. Maybe I just don't want to be alone. I toured a tiny studio apartment yesterday. Moldy. Smelled like mildew. It made my heart sink. But I applied. 'Cause I have no choice. I can't stay on my friend's couch forever. I've been looking at selling my car, just to stretch what little savings I have. The security I once had is gone. And for what? A year ago my life was whole. Not perfect but real. Now I'm living out of garbage bags, hoping for messages from a man who still has a wife and children, while the one person who truly knew me has cut me out completely. I feel regret now. Not just guilt, but a deep, soul-heavy grief for everything I lost. I could have stopped this. I didn't. I thought I could juggle both lives. But I ended up dropping everything. And the worst part, it wasn't worth it. Never was.